favourite scene which you're in the film?
It changes because every time I revisit it, it's like seeing something different. I do like a lot of the different scenes. My back though, I thought that was the most it tickled you because I came up with the idea to say my pink shirt back line, and then they let me do it, and it was just so good.
Yeah.
To even squeeze one joke in there when the script was so tight and Tina's work was so funny, to just get like one thing in there that felt like I was playing with some big SNL players at the time. You know what I mean? To actually like get something in the script really was an important moment to me, I think, as a performer.
Yeah. Well, Tina's got a big background as improv herself, doesn't she? So she would appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how Tina and Amy met.
Mm. Yeah. And so what was the most fun scene to film? Was it that one, or was there another one which really sticks out?
Singing "I'm Beautiful."
Okay, yeah.
Really fun. My mom was in the audience and that day, so when you see just me on stage, the only person in the audience is my mom.
Okay,
and when it turns around and you see the whole audience, that was the next day.
Yeah.
So it was really fun to try to shoot that scene because even though it was totally quiet, they didn't want a whole audience of people laughing.
Yeah.
And they were recording. So even though it was totally quiet, the crew kept laughing, and we kept having to do it again and again and again.
Oh, that's good. So when you see you throw the shoe at Jason, is that the next day?
Yeah, that was the next day. The shoe was made like a soft foam material, and Mark was kind enough to bring it over to my mom and show her it wasn't being hurt, that it was really soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So, if you were a girl, which character would you have loved to have played in Mean Girls?
Easy, Janice.
Yeah.
We're cool ones.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a very fun character. And out of most of the characters, you've actually got some of the most memorable quotes in the movie. So when people meet you and they realise who you are, what lines do they feel like they have to say to you?
And certainly the number one and number two are "You Go Glen Coco," and she doesn't even go here. I get 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Whenever I have a fan come up to me, I like to play along with them because they get, especially when it's somebody who's really excited. And they're like, "I just love that movie." I'm like, "You don't even go here," and they're just like, "Oh my God, did that just happen?" They like freak out. I get a kick out of that on the daily.
Yeah. Do you get many people who come up to you and go, "Oh, Danny DeVito, I love your work"?
I get that too a lot. I actually would love to have a conversation with the real Danny DeVito about that, because all these years he must hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. That I'm just here. That was me, dude. Sorry.
That's so cool. But on the set, who was the biggest practical joker?
It's so funny, but the people, like comedians like we are that work on that set, believe that we take comedy very seriously. So, I mean, even though we were having fun and cracking jokes a lot, we weren't doing any kind of pranks or anything like that. We were really working and making sure to turn out a really good product. And I'm proud to say I think it shows,
It does, definitely. And so another question about the cast members. Who do you think is the least like the character who they play in Girls?
Adams.
Yeah.
Adams is such a cool person. So not obsessed with material things or cliques or attitudes. She's just a really nice regular girl.
Yeah.
And real classy person.
Oh, that's sweet. Do you still keep in contact with many of your co-stars at all?
I do. I see Lindsay a lot now, and Lacey Chabert.
Yeah.
Me and Jonathan Bennett recently reconnected. Rajiv and I are friends. Lizzie and I will always be friends. I see Amanda in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Rachel or Tina in quite some time, but I do see Amy a lot.
Okay.
Either at comedy events, because Amy's theater, UCB, I train there and I perform there often. So, queen of that.
Yeah.
And also on Parks and Recreation, I visited the set a few times. I'm friends with a lot of the cast members on that show.
Okay, cool.